We don't know what that was. I accidentally hit the scroller on the mouse and it zoomed in, and I had a Wayne's World moment, and I just couldn't help myself. Again, next review, this was going to be Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon for the DS. Yeah, this is going to sound very similar to his Castlevania review. Very, very similar.
Very similar. So that means a lot is the same, but it's still good.
Right.
So I'm going to guess from what I've played of past Fire Emblems.
Okay.
The kingdom is in some sort of way or another doomed.
Yeah.
And you get to play the one man who has to build his little army and try to stop the evil that is occurring.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, basically the premise behind this game is you are Prince Marth. Marth was one of my favorite characters, and my original character I played in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Until I got Roy, who is not in this game, and I thought he was. I could be wrong, maybe he's in a different one that I don't know about.
He might be.
But
there's like 9 of them over in Japan, it's nuts.
Right, so, hey, Nintendo, send the one with Roy to me. Like,
send all of them.
Yeah, all of them, because they're awesome games.
We'll give you our monies.
Right. But yes, basically, Marth's kingdom is attacked by something or other, and his whole family is decimated and killed, and his castle's taken over, and you go get aid from somebody else, and you get all these awesome people in your party, and you get an overleveled paladin to start your game off. Yeah, it's typical Fire Emblem fashion. And then you play as Marth to get back to your town and take it back over and be king. Yeah, same as every other Fire Emblem. The gameplay. Duh. It's Fire Emblem. If you haven't played Fire Emblem, well then, go play Fire Emblem. But if you haven't, here's what it is. Have you ever played a tactics game? It's like that. But you have to, strategize a little more, because your characters can't take nearly as many hits.
And if they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, there's no timer for, when they come back. No, they're dead. You could lose your favorite character like that.
Unless he's a Myrmidon.
Or unless you're playing the GameCube version, you get your characters so uber like I did that you touch one of them, everything around them dies.
Soren.
Yes. Soren is my favorite character of all time, by the way, in Fire Emblem series. Soren or Oscar. Anyway, the characters, there's a lot of characters, like every other single Fire Emblem game, but I'm going to talk about the only one that really matters, and that's Marth. Well, I'll talk about another one, too, just because I like him, but, again, Marth is blue-haired, looks a lot like Ike if you've played the GameCube version. Very, very... Let's just say he's a typical main character. He's not a bitch, but, it's like, oh, I gotta do whatever's best for my people. But, I mean, he's still a badass. Bamf, all the way. And there's another character in this game that I enjoyed getting after he killed almost my entire party the first time I played the battle. And that's Navarre, who is a Myrmidon. He has a killing edge when you first meet him, and if you try to kill him, you don't. He just shoves his sword so far down your throat it comes out your ass, and you cry.
So typical Myrmidon.
Right. Now, here's actually a funny story about that, because since I just explained to you what he does. First time I tried to attack him, I didn't actually realize he was one of those characters you could get in your party. I didn't realize he had a special face in the top corner, because I'm not really paying attention to the top screen, because it really doesn't matter in this game as much. All it is stats for certain characters.
Right.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm just used to the old school, where it's just like give the one screen and just the battlefield. Okay, whatever. I go to attack him, and I'm like, hey, he kind of looks like, a warrior of some sort. Okay, I'll kill him. Hey, I took Marth over there. I slash, I do 5 damage. Like, wait a second, that guy has a killing edge. All of a sudden, he does this really cool dance, and all of a sudden goes, psh, and Marth dies, and it says game over. And I was like, ow.
They do that a lot.
So here's a little piece of fireball advice for every Fire Emblem game: don't fuck with Myrmidons. Hit them from long range and kill them before they can get to you. And if they get to you, turn it off and start the battle over again, because you're not going to win. Or, if you're okay with losing characters, then, keep trying. But you're playing with 3 people when it's over with.
Yeah, at least.
But, anyway, things like about this game is Fire Emblem. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Fire Emblem. There's nothing bad about any Fire Emblem game. There's a new aspect of this game that's kind of cool. You can change classes in between battles.
Oh, that's neat.
Like Cavaliers, like they can't all become every single class, but they can become classes in that same section.
I want to have an army of Myrmidons.
Yeah, well, you can make an army of thieves and Myrmidons. Thieves are kind of cool. They can destroy villages. So if you can't change Marth's class, I want to make Marth like a mage or something. Make Marth a Myrmidon. That would be fucking badass.
Dude, if Marth was a Myrmidon, his kingdom would have never been destroyed and there'd be no game to play.
Right. But yeah, that's a kind of a cool aspect of this game. Again, you can go to the armory in between battles. You can pick your characters for every battle, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot of characters you can pick from. I think I counted there's over like 50 characters in this game you can get. It's a lot of characters.
It is a lot of characters.
Dislikes about this game, there are none. It's Fire Emblem. There's nothing wrong with this game. Just like every other Fire Emblem, the gameplay's the same. They made use of the top screen, even though there's really no point to it. All it says is, hey, here's a tip for what you're trying to do. Here's a help thing. You close it, and then there's the stats. So, I mean,
I guess I should throw this out there for the more casual gamers. It does take a bit of strategy to play this. I mean, we've played most of them, and, you know, we've learned the ways, but if you're just picking it up and you're not used to the whole, oh, my characters actually die thing, it could, you know, catch you off guard a couple times.
Right. So, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. If you like tactical RPGs, if you like the Fire Emblem series, buy it. It's worth the money. 5 out of 5. Great game. So, the next review is
Fallout 3.
which is a mutual review. We've both played it. He's beaten it. I haven't. I've been playing other games, and I probably will eventually beat it when I feel like it. So, wow, we're really going. We're just moving along. We're almost at the end here.
I know, this is nuts. Good call on the shorter reviews. We're actually...
Well, that's going to change your next review.
Yep. It's not our fault DLC comes out for games.
Right? Why can't DLC... Oh! More about Fire Emblem. There is actually mode in this game where you can connect to the internet and play people via internet against their teams.
Really?
And you can Wi-Fi with other DSs and play against each other. So technically, if you were to buy a copy of the game yourself, me and you could kill each other. Now, for some reason, my DS won't connect to my internet. I don't know why. If you guys have any idea on why it tells me that it's not an accessible point, that'd be great. Or why I can't find my IP address, I can't figure it out. I've tried everything. So, but nonetheless. Oh, and you can loan party members to people, too. They got Kobe to talk a little bit more about some of the more aspects of the game that I kind of forgot about. You can loan party members to people. You can you can do pretty much anything. You can give people equipment. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could give Lunchbox a $200 at the beginning of the game and be like, "Here, Lunchbox, let me kill you."
Wow, Marth will make good use of this.
Have a fun time sword.
Oh god. No more happy fun time anythings.
Oscar's happy fun time.
This kid should not make weapons in RPGs.
Didn't I make our weapons in Baldur's Gate 2, too?
Yeah, that's why we beat the game in one night.
A necromancer that makes weapons. There's something so wrong about that.
It was beautiful.
But Fallout 3 is next. We'll probably have some fun doing that review. It was a great game, so we'll get to you on that, and we'll see what's going on. I think I might need another amp, but I'm going to kill myself. If I randomly fall on the floor and start holding my left arm, it's probably because I'm having a heart attack from all the sugar in my system, and I'll probably just die. It's cool.
It's cool. I mean, you guys should just be grateful we're doing this for you. I mean, it's a beautiful day outside, and we're in here talking about games that...
We'll go outside later. Alright. Well, we're going to close this now, because I said so. Bye.